the house and Mr. B.B. Gambini.
Man,
Mr. Bizzy Bone.
That's what they call me, man.
I've been seeing your wanted ads everywhere, man.
Yeah.
I know they've been looking for you, man.
Yeah, I've been missing, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
Last thing, giving up the ghost.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was hanging with them guys. Mature, as a matter of fact, man. They had a lot of good things to say about you, man.
Yeah, I'm hip. They all right.
Yeah, them guys are cool, real cool, man. So, congratulations, man. A solo album coming out.
Shout.
I've been waiting for you guys to, start doing your own solo things, because I think that's going to be the time where people are going to really appreciate the Bone sound. When people just go separate and,
Individuality.
Individuality, exactly, man. So, what's going on with this album, man? Who'd you work with on this one, man?
Man, it's a 7-sign venture. You know what I mean? It's me and my family, my new record company, my little brother, Mr. Majesty, Q Loco. It's a bevy of artists on there, as far as that's down with me. But,
that's right.
I'm just basically holding it down.
Let me ask you, man, 'cause I've asked you a few times, but, you guys haven't really broke up the group, or is it broke up, or have you separated yourself, or?
Man, it's we got Grammys, American Music Awards, it's just, man, it's just time to go paper chasing and go get that American dream.
Let me ask you, man, I know you guys, because I read a lot of articles about you guys, and you guys had some comments to say about Ruthless and about the situation over at the company, and you guys are happy, and sometimes you say you're unhappy.
No, man, I ain't never commented on that.
I know, I haven't heard you, but I've read some crazies wrote some things.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff. Are you cool with Ruthless or not cool, or? Man,
I haven't really dealt with Ruthless on a business level since Easy passed away.
Right.
Everybody know it. Everybody knows that it's not right anymore. And that's just being real. So I'm just doing my thing.
Right.
Until things can, the smoke clear up out there. And that's what this album is really to be, you know what I mean? Be individualized, you know what I mean? To not be treated as
just a member of a group, yeah.
To be treated as a member, as a single member, and just every man be treated as a man.
That's right.
It's just, you can't, I know I signed when I was 17, I was a young brother, man.
Right, exactly.
Out here getting drunk and just doing it up, tossing the town up.
That's right.
For this album, man, I just quit drinking, cold turkey, 11 months. Just did it. It's just like my liberation. It's me being me, and not being locked down by anything. And cause a lot of things on the Art of War, man, was taken off. And switched around and changed.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, and then you mess with a man's artistic level.
Right.
That's when you get personal, because this music is us. This is what we create, for forever.
Right. That's your guys' style, original style.
Yeah,
that's the beginning of all of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that. Let me ask you real quick. I know a lot of people, I'm a big, huge Bone fan, but I'll tell you personally myself, there's days where I'm really into crazy, and then all of a sudden another day I'm all into busy, and then one day I'll be into lazy, and then it depends what mood I'm in, but I think that you and crazy, kind of all the people that I hear on the street, y'all shine the most. That people say, I love Busy the most and I love Crazy. Has there ever been has it been competitive between y'all, or it's just, it's just you guys just get down like that?
No, it ain't really never been competitive. I respect my people as men. First and foremost, we came up here. We met as a group, in the music. We met into music, and it just built as a family thing. It's I could never look my homeboy in any competitive way. It just don't feel funny. It's just the realness in me that I won't let myself be no hater. I won't let Satan even sneak into my mind.
That's right.
And that's just the way I move. I can't speak for nobody else.
Right.
For sure.
That's all right there. My man Bizzy Bone in the house, the Bone Thugs and Harmony. Let's get into a little classic. A lot of people call for this one, so I'm gonna get it on for y'all since he's in here now, y'all. Beat 9 o'clock bomb in the house with my man Bizzy Bone.
Yeah.
Hey Bizzy, man, I asked Lazy and them one time. I was talking about what a trip it was that you guys have worked with all the rappers that have passed on. You know what I mean? You guys did Easy for the Love of Money, worked with Easy, and then you worked with Pac on Thug Love, and I heard that was your thing, that you wanted to work with Pac. That was
Yeah, you know, I hooked it up to Silky Fine. Actually, she put it down.
Oh, really? So I went down?
For sure. That's my homegirl from back when Easy was still breathing and moving with us, taking care of a young brother. But yeah, hooked up with him. He showed up at the studio with the drop top rolls, the Outlaws, man, the Thug Passion. Came in there, wrote his verse in about 10 minutes, dropped it in 15. Had to roll out and go do some Versace stuff. He was modeling for him and stuff, so he like came on the humble and just blessed it, you know, just touched it. And I threw my vocals around, and it was originally me and his song. But
that's what I heard. Yeah, it was originally just both of you guys on the song. Yeah.
Yeah, and Silky Fine also was featured on it. But you know what I'm saying? Just things happen and smart business moves, and it just.
Right. And then you jumped on and did something with Biggie.
Oh, for sure.
How was that experience, man?
Oh, it was cool, man. We walked up in the studio and seen Puff there, of course. And Big was sitting down, real relaxed. He didn't move much.
Yeah.
And just smoke all in the air. And
went in the studio.
Yeah, just went on there. Rocked it, drank me half a fifth. I was back in my wildin' days, you see.
And it was on from there?
Oh, yeah, it was on.
And I've asked all the other guys, man, but since I got you here, I'll ask you, what do you feel about, you guys, that's your style, man. I mean, you guys came out with the style. People are saying that it wasn't you guys' style originally, and this and that, and all this drama. But you guys have spawned off. I hear R&B singers doing the same style in their hooks now, and
yeah, it's getting.
I mean, does that bother you, or is it a compliment, or does it bother you? Like it might wear it out?
Man, sometimes, but it's just being confident in yourself. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I'm confident with myself. I'm happy with what I've done. I wouldn't switch your day up.
Right.
Not a moment of the drinking, not a moment of the pain, because it was all a learning experience. So I believe God lets things happen for a reason. That's why I call my album Moving in Heaven's Movie. We put the style out there to be emphasized on anyway. If it was just like if Run DMC came out, you know what I mean, and said, well, they was the only ones that could rap like that. You know what I mean, there's a lot of people out here gotta eat, and if nobody wants to notice, it's cool with me because I'm confident within myself. You know what I mean? I'm happy my family where we at. We got nice awards to show and prove. That's about as far as I take it. I don't have no animosity towards nobody for the way they spit they lyrics.
Right.
Couldn't, man. I wouldn't be a true poet if I did.
That's right, definitely, man. Hey, do you because I feel like like when you guys have been in here, I always felt that in hip hop you guys never really got the props that you really. Does that ever bother you? Because I don't think people really, that style, they don't want to, for some reason I feel like they don't want to count it in because they just know that they don't want to count it in because it's like, it's too original for like what everybody else is doing. But does that ever bother you that you guys don't really get respected for really the lyrics and the lyrical style and everything?
It used to, you know what I mean? But it was like I said, it was all a learning experience. I learned to be able to just really concentrate on my thoughts and how I feel and positive energy. And negative energy, I really don't mess with it too much. I try to stray clear. So now at this point in my life, no, it doesn't bother me at all because I know we set a mark. We got our
no doubt about
it. We got our place. If anything, we tied the Beatles record. I keep that. I keep that in my heart.
That's right.
But we're just trying.
Let me ask you this, man. What's been the lowest point for yourself in your career? What moment was the lowest that you felt?
I think the lowest point was when my old man passed away.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, when Big D passed away and all them videos was coming out. And, I couldn't present myself to the world feeling like that, being suppressed within my company and then my folks dying and just so many things. It hit me all at once, and that's about the time I had my anxiety attack out here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pumping a young brother with fluid, man. And
wow.
That's right when I went cold turkey with the alcohol and just went to Nashville and concentrated on this music. Nigga, man, a brother been trying to get this thing done since '96.
Really?
You know what I mean? This solo thing, just trying to make things happen so we can, eat the right way.
That's right. What's been the highest point, though? What's been the happiest you've been in this business, in this career? In the years that you've been out, what's been the happiest moment? You remember?
Yeah, I know. I remember what it was. When we hooked up with E in Cleveland at Verts, and we was in this hotel and had a little bit of cough medicine, some good Robitussin, and
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what I'm saying? He gave us bus tickets to go right back. And from then on, we were rolling hardcore.
Yeah.
Like 9-10 weeks, it was just us, he and us. They was calling him E-Bone, and you know, people was kind of upset with him because you know he with the new cats and things like that. But we made it happen, and we made a big family out of it, and it all turned into love. It's just people getting to know each other. That was that whole thing. But it all cleared up, and it was when Ruthless was Ruthless. That was the highest.
That was the highest point for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that if you wouldn't have met Easy, that you guys would have been Bone Thugs and Harmony? Do you think that somebody else, a regular old company, would have came by and found you eventually, or you think that it was
man, I'm
meant to be?
tell you, man, on the realest level, man, we walked like 5 blocks to Tone Loc House before we even met Easy, because we was out here 8 months struggling. We walked to his house, man, and kicked in some stuff from the Art of War. Some hooks from the Art of War, some things like that, and you know what I mean? So we reached out our hands to a couple people. They heard us, man. They got to check it out, but I guess it just wasn't for them at that point in time. So I mean, yeah, because we was gonna be out here till we made it.
Right.
We'd have died trying to do this. This is what we know. This is how we walk. This is how we feed our kids.
Right.
You know?
That's deep, man. I'm gonna tell you a real quick story before I jump into this Thugs Cry, because everybody's been calling for it all day. I make y'all wait a little bit, but I remember I was in Easy's car one day, man. We were coming from the mall. And I remember when he had first brought you guys to the studio in El Monte, before you guys even came out. And then he had played me you guys' stuff, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't know. It's cool, that double time style is cool, but I don't know, I wasn't all really on it, you know what I mean? I was like, it's cool, you know? And then I remember one day we were driving, and we're hearing Thuggish Ruggish Bone on the radio station, and we were driving, and I said, hey man, I asked him, I said, hey man, what made you, like, sign those guys, man? Because I would have never heard that. And he said, you know what, man, let me tell you something. Anytime you hear something that's different, it's going to work. Because I'd rather do something different and fail than do something, copy somebody's style that's already out and fail. I'd rather just try. So everything I've ever done is different. When I heard these guys, I didn't know either. But when I heard them, I just knew it didn't sound like nobody. So that's why I wanted to mess with these guys. And I was like, wow, man. And it turned out to be some big things. I know by now y'all sold about 20 million records.
Hey, it's steadily climbing.
That's right. Well, my man Bizzy Bone, when is the album coming out, your solo one?
October 6th, Heaven's Movie. Man, we had to push the date up. It was, first it was like the 15th, then it was the 29th, and it's finally October 6th. I'm shooting this video, taking care of that. Okay. And just putting it down.
Well, let's get into the single. Thugs Cry, my man Bizzy Bone in the house, 92.3 The Beat, 9 o'clock. Boom. Me and Bones is like, me and the Bone are like family regardless of the situation.
Oh man, tight like that booty.
That's right, man. Hey, man, what else? I was gonna get into some stuff about the album. Who's on it? Who's featured on it? Or is it all Bizzy Bone by himself on this record?
Well, I got my little brother, you know, I'm introducing him to the world, and Mr. Majesty from the Art of War, you know what I mean? He got his own solo song holding it.
92.3 The Beat, in the house, 10 o'clock bomb. Mr. Bizzy Bone. It's been fun. It went quick, but it's been fun.
Man,
I have a lot of fun when the Bones come through here, man.
Oh, for sure, man.
The album coming out in stores October 8th, and the title of it, once again,
Heaven's Movie.
Heaven's Movie. I know you're shooting a video for Thugs Cry. Is that what it's for?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What's up with the movie thing, man? You ever jumping into some TV stuff?
Oh, yeah, definitely October. I'm shooting something Method Man called...
Oh, really?
Yeah, called Bad Fellas. It's supposed to be a cool little flick.
Okay.
Yeah,
know. So are you found now, as they say? Are you out now? Or are you going to be undercover? Just came out here for this real quick, you be undercover again?
Man, I'm be out for a minute. I got to see, you know, sunny California. You know, this is like my second home. You know,
right,
he had us down here mashing and doing some cool things. You know, I'm happy to be here, man. I can't wait to see my folks.
Well, man, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it, man.
Anytime.
Any day, anytime you want to come by. Open door for you, man. It's October 6th. Y'all don't forget, go pick up the Bizzy Bone album. The solo album, it is out in stores. So I will catch you all, I guess, tomorrow from Las Vegas. And Bizzy will catch you all out in L.A.
For sure. 7-7.
That's right.
You been, man? Man, I've been, man. I can't complain.
I know you been. I think you out there working, man.
Oh, yeah. Got to.
They got you going?
Oh, yeah. Got me moving.
You having fun?
Trying to, man. Just trying to, you know, do my thing.
Right. Does the stress ever get to you, man?
Oh, you know,
you learn to work with it now.
Yeah, it gets to me. You gotta work with it. You gotta keep on moving, you know.
I found myself learning to work. Just the other day, I was driving down the street. I said, "Wow, I think I'm trying to learn to work with this I guess it becomes life. It's just stress. It's just
exactly.
So you just kind of got to look at it as just fun.
Got to.
You got to duck and dodge, man. So what's going on with you, man? Any shows out here coming up?
Yeah, we got the Motown Live going on out here, and I did Soul Train. I'm shooting a video, and just got a lot of things going on. Right
I like the
now.
video for the Thugs Cry, man.
Thank you.
It's a cool video, man.
Yeah, worked hard on it. Very.
How long did it take you to shoot that?
Probably about 2-3 days, maybe.
Really?
Two. Well, it take 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah.
Is that the trip? How you work 3 days and it cuts down to 3 minutes?
You know, need perfection.
And all them shots, you just like some of the stuff ends up on the editing floor, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who'd you work on it with, man? Because I know you directed a little bit of it, and who else?
Chris Stokes. Keeping that Give Up the Ghost vibe going on.
Right.
You know, he feels me, I can feel him. You know, it's just came up with it, and he gave me enough room. You know, artistic freedom.
Right.
You know, and just made it happen. That mutual thing. You know.
Do you feel at this point you have freedom, total freedom for yourself, or you still feel?
Oh, of course not. Oh, of course not. You know it is in total freedom. I mean, that's the cost of being in the game. I mean, it's all real. You got to give up something to get a little something. So I know, I pretty much know where I stand.
Does it get frustrating to know that you want to do other things, but you kind of have to hold up and convince this person and convince the next person
Well, it gets frustrating at times, but it's just I'm the type of person I think of where I came from and where I'm at now. And realize it is nothing but an obstacle. It's just a phase in my life. Like I told you the last time, I will outlive them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna outlive the problems.
That's right.
I'll outlive me and gotta keep on moving.
That's the way to look at it. Let's get into something from the album. We got my man Bizzy Bone in the house from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Heaven's Movie is the name of it. It's out in stores right now. This is like my favorite one on the album, man. Cut number 5. Oh, Maninsky Marvin. Oh yeah, 92.3 The Beat, 9 o'clock bomb in the house. My man Bizzy Bone.
Yeah.
From the Bone, the Thugs, and the Harmonies.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Biz. I interviewed you not too long ago, and I was, believe it or not, jogging today, trying to cut down some weight. Brother was at the park trying to do a lap, homie. Right? And I was sitting there running like, man, what am I going to ask Bizzy tonight, man? Because I want to change it from what we did last time. But what I wanted to do today, man, because a lot of people are really interested in the group. And I want to ask you this first. Do you think that a lot of people are interested in the group because you guys are mysterious in a way where you guys, for as big of a name as you guys got and as many records as you sold and awards and all that, you guys ain't really like out there like on MTV every 5 minutes. You ain't got billboards everywhere and every interview and like other groups. You guys kind of just do your thing, just kind of chill. Does that make Bizzy and everything just what it is?
I mean, I don't know, but the underexposure certainly helps, because it sort of works in reverse on it. Because I think they do it sort of on a downfall level, but it flips to the point to where, dang, people see us and like, I haven't seen them exactly, want to know what's going on, and every time we come with some good music. I think it's the music that keeps us in the game. I think it's just banging out real strong hits and staying consistent, staying to the point to where, it's constantly good music.
Let me ask you, since people are not really that on or know a lot, like what was Bizzy Bone like growing up? What was your story? Like what kind of kid were you growing up?
I don't even remember. I guess that's for somebody else to tell. I don't know. I used to
Was just a regular kid?
I cut grass, try to hustle up enough money to get a little pistol or something to do my people. Or
right.
I guess I'm like any other kid with problems,
What got you into like rap music? Do you remember what got you into it? And
Yeah, I was always singing, I love music. Music has always surrounded me. I'd be in the back seat, my mom and my old man back when, they was together. You know what I'm saying? And, they'd turn the music down and have me singing just to see where I was at with it. Because, I always had to take the lead.
Right.
But, I just always loved music, and it just progressed, Do you
remember what group got you, what song or what group made you say, I want to write lyrics, like rap lyrics?
I don't know if it was a certain group. I think it was just my genre. It was just my like. I was there for the root of when rap was jumping off. It wasn't the Sugar Hill Gang, but it was the Run DMC, my Adidas, and flipping the steez with the Walk This Way. You know what I mean? Crossing the boundaries and going national with it.
Right.
And having everybody love it. That's where I started. You know, that's where the new millennium hip hoppers started. You know, the LL, the old school Rakim. By the time I hit up on Rakim, he was already 2 years out the box. So I was more of, you know, LL, and Lil E came with his level, and it just progressed.
Right.
Yeah,
do you remember like times sitting there? Did you ever think you were gonna make it, or did you have it in your head like, I'm gonna get out of Cleveland and we're gonna make it worldwide?
I always pray for it. You know, I always ask God to let me sing. You know, and I never thought it would be like in this art form.
Right.
You know, I used to stick to ballads. I had the light voice, you know, and but yeah, I always wanted this, but I was never for sure. I just knew that if I stuck with what I was with, and that was Bone Thugs, Lil A, Crazy Wish, that there was gonna be some progress made. It was a feeling that I felt with them that I never felt with nobody else. And I've been in other groups, you know, before then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a musician, you know? But yeah, it just happened.
So if it came down to it, you would really want to you would want to sing? That's your thing?
That's all I want to do, man. I just want to perform. I just want the world to know how I feel. I just want to sing. That's all.
That's right.
Although I know I got to take care of my business, and I got to look at the faxes and take care of the taxes and things like that. I just want to harmonize.
That's right. Let me ask you, man, speaking of all the business stuff on the side and everything, and the popularity and everything, what's been like your wildest, most annoying fan you've ever had? Do you remember somebody stick out?
Well, it's a couple, but it's one it's one to stick out like a sore thumb. You know, I forgot what city we was in, but you know, it was live. It was back when Eternal was jumping, you know, right in the heat of the moment, the crossroads of the first of the month, the East 1999, that whole thing right there. And I walk in my hotel room, and a chick come in right behind me. You know, just get like booty butt naked, talking about, what's up with that bone? She scared me, you know. She scared me. She made me real nervous.
What's up with the bone?
She's like, what's up with that bone? You know, what's happening? I'm like, wow. You know, I had to call up my homeboy, like, get this broad up out of here, man. She making me nervous. She ain't even told me her name. What's your name?
Right.
I mean, what's your sign? How old are you? Can I see some ID?
Talk.
Yeah, I mean, you want to drink? You know what I mean? So that was real wild, you know.
Right.
And it made me feel bad because I threw her out. You know, you ain't about nothing, ain't no bone.
I don't even like your record anyway.
Yeah,
I was just here kicking it.
You know?
And let me ask you, what's been the coolest thing? Has there been one fan that's told you something that just sticks out in your head or made you feel a certain way at a certain time?
I could tell you, like, the coolest experience in this game was when Easy had us. I think it was the House of Blues or something like that. And Dr. Dre came back, and KRS-One came back, and LL came back and greeted us right before we came out. And it was like being initiated to the next level of the game, you know?
Right.
It was like these are the, you know, these are the dons of the rap game. They've been there, you know, 10 plus.
10 years plus, yeah, no doubt.
So that had to be the best experience that I keep it right there.
That's right.
Seal it up, type it in your head, and keep it.
That's right. 9 O'Clock Bomb, Bizzy Bone in the house. Heaven's Movie is the name of the album. It's out in stores right now. We're getting into this. The next thing you're doing the video for, Nobody Can Stop Me.
Nobody Can Stop Me.
Let's get into it. 92.3 The Beat, 9 O'Clock Bomb. Yeah. 92.3 The Beat, 9 O'Clock Bomb. My man, Bizzy Bone in the house from the album Heaven's Movie. That right there is Nobody Can Stop Me. It's the next video and next single.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're straight there. Let me ask you this, Biz, real quick. I know that I had heard that you had a lot of cuts didn't make this album because of sample problems, and I heard that you had a real hot song with Tupac on it that didn't make it because I guess his mom didn't allow for you to put it on.
No, actually, yeah. No, it wasn't nothing like that. His mother gave me a lot of love. I did some things for this soundtrack, not a soundtrack, but it's a album. You know, it's got Alanis Morissette on there, Madonna, a lot of artists, and, you know, a tribute to Tupac and things that he stood for. And it's going like towards the kids. I did that, and she gave me some of his lyrics. You know, it's like, here, you take this and you do this, and you know, give or take situation. Actually, it was the people who originally did the beat who they quote unquote said they despise hip hop. You know, and it's in my album. It's I forgot their names.
The sample of the people that you guys done the song.
What's their name? Seals and Croft.
Seals and
you know
Croft
that one? Yeah, that old school group. Yeah,
oh, no doubt. I know exactly who that is.
They just they really don't like rap.
Oh, so they don't want you using their music.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. And it was already signed, sealed, delivered, done.
I heard it's a hot song.
Yes, it's real nice. It's something for the future.
You should leak it out anyway.
I will outlive them. I told you. I will outlive them.
Well, I know on your album, man, which tripped me out, is that you have the thank yous on here. And then when you flip it over, you got the FUs.
Right.
And there's a few people that got F'd out on here. But it says the first thing it says FUs go out to Black Widow for running ruthless to the floor.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what was that about?
Come on, Julio, you know.
Let me ask you this, because I guess I do know. I do know, but
yeah, you do.
How much of that, I mean, really has hurt this group, man? Because I don't know about hurt it, like internal, but externally, like towards the public and being productive as we should. When we're trying to put our foot down, it may have dampen the situation. Right.
You know, but we're not even in our prime.
Right.
You know, we got time to learn. We just went in there blindly, you know? And it's like the blind can't lead the blind unless somebody plays the dog.
Right.
You know?
Is it hard, though, when you think, like, for a group that's really on course to kind of be set a little bit off course? And like you said, the fans don't know from the outside, but it's all internal stuff that kind of set the group and took other paths that maybe shouldn't have took, because Bone was on one path when Easy had it going. It was like forward. And now it's kind of making a left right now into another block to get to the next block, to get back on that same block again. Is it one of those situations? Is that what's going down with it?
It's just a simple fact that what I think it is, it was just a transition and how it happened. You know, how things are being taken care of and not having artistic freedom, but I think it's still at the same place it's been at. It's just, we would much rather be quiet and not say anything.
Right.
But we have to stick with our bread and butter, and we have to eat.
Right.
That is a must. Our children must get fed.
No doubt.
So we're using the means and the plots and the ploys that we can in order to keep that going. But we're still in this interstellar thing that nobody can really help us but God. It's evolving back to the crossroads level. It just takes time. It's like being treated right is knowing what people are making. It's people that's feeding their kids that can't even look at you honestly in the eye and tell you that you're turning an honest buck. You know, and that's got to change.
Right.
I can't just keep feeding your kids and you can't even look at me and tell me the truth.
Right.
You know, it's dirty.
Right.
It's just an etiquette. I just think they need to be lived by.
Let me ask you this though, man. I know on this album, there's a few, maybe personal lyrics towards that person or whatever. But do you think that did that kind of just like throw you a little bit off because maybe the anger or the frustration on this album?
I had to liberate myself. You know, I mean, people want to know what's been going on. These are my answers. You know, that's me totally letting people know what's going on, letting go of the anger, letting go of the pain. Why ain't I showed up in videos this? Why ain't I well, I'm a soldier. F the TV. See me when they bring back 3D. Even on Easy looking at me. Looking at Ruthless now, she's so sleazy. I mean, it's just hitting people with the levels. I mean, this is what's going on in my world.
Right.
You know, I'm being subjected to settling for things that I've never had to settle before. I've always been on, with E, it's all business. Of course, you kick it, we get flowed. We do what we do. But he showed us basic love, and with it, it's like songs being taken off. It's a whole nother level now. Now we dealing with I can't blame it on
it's just like a not a girly level, but it's mushy. You know, it's all you know what I'm saying? You know,
right.
you know, it's mushy now.
Right.
I can't get with it like this, like it is. But it's gonna turn around
I
for the
hope
better.
it works out for you guys, man. You guys are talented, man. You guys have really opened a lot for hip hop and a whole other avenue. And I would just hate to see you guys. And I was saying this in the car today after running. Believe it or not, I was talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was saying I really would hate to see these guys get caught up over some little drama that could just be resolved. And then other people come up on their style and move forward because they have the chance to put the records out over and over and over, and they just sit around and wait and wait and wait. It's, you know, especially over one person.
But you know,
what I'm saying?
Because it's $1 million business, though, Julio. You know this. It's $1 million business. You know, we got the Grammy. You know, we got the American Music Award. We got the videos. We tied records and things like that. Now it's time to reap the benefits. It's time to be fruitful and multiply. We've made our name. It's time to be fruitful now. It's just that time. And if it doesn't happen, I mean, hey, that may be how we have to leave this whole system of things. We might have to leave it just like it. Okay, we made our mark. We didn't get what we thought we could, but at least we're not getting done raw with no Vaseline anymore. We're just not in it.
We're just in the
all.
game. That's
exactly.
No doubt. My man, Bizzy Bone in the house from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Heaven's Movies, name of the album, is out in stores right now. Let me jump into this one right here, which is cut number 9 on the freeway. Let's get into it. 9 o'clock bomb, y'all. With the beat, 9 o'clock bomb in the house. My man, Bizzy Bone. Let's pay some bills in return. Pick what song you want to play next, man. You got something you want to play off it still?
Oh, man.
We'll do it off there.
Yeah,
That's the beat, y'all. 9 o'clock bomb in the house with my man Bizzy.
You know.
Oh, Bizzy Bone.
Wow,
Man.
gotta watch out for the psychos.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, how did you get the name? How did Bizzy, you know, from all the bone? First of all, how'd you guys get the bone stuff anyway? Like, what made you call yourself Bone something or something Bone or whatever?
Well, originally it stood for beating on ninjas every day.
Really? Did it really?
You know what ninjas mean.
Yeah, no doubt.
Exactly. But after that, it sort of evolved to like a last name. You know, like a family thing. Like you know, it's Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone, Bizzy Bone, Wishbone, Flesh and Bone.
Right.
You know, so it was it turned into
How did you become Bizzy Bone? Why? Or you were just a busy kid? Or?
Exactly. My mind was always moving 100 miles per hour. Like I'd be writing on one song and I have to go to another. So my mind would just, I don't know. I needed something to calm me down.
What are you doing off time? Like when you're just kicking it? Like what you know? Besides the fans, the friends, and all that, what do you do? Like just for yourself, as just Bizzy by himself. How do you entertain yourself?
I really wow.
Like I watch TV. I'm a Jerry Springer fanatic. So when I go home, I just gotta sit there and watch an hour without no interruptions. That's how I just chill for myself. An hour of Jerry Springer. But
I go to the studio.
Really?
And all the time. That's like my hobby as well as my job. And I really, on my off time, I try to spend as much time as I can with my children. You know, I'm a little young father. You know, I got to go to the school. I'm taking them to get shots. They crying. They looking at me, hating the nurse. You know, very upset with me because I, you know, subject them to pain or whatever.
Right.
But
is it hard being Bizzy Bone and having your child? Because, you know, like, I mean, your children don't really know. You know, they're just brought up like, Dad, why they asking you? My kid asked me that one day at a mall.
Yeah,
why are they asking you for an autograph, Dad? And I was like, honey, that's a long story, but
exactly.
I mean, I'm sure for you, it must be 150 times worse than me. I'm just one time, but I mean, how do you explain to your kids, you know, like what you do and all that, or do they trip?
Well, the baby's mama don't help at all either. You know, he out there doing this, and he ain't right, he dirty. You know, whatever. But they see me on TV. I take my son on shows so he can see how his father makes his money. And let him watch the promoter put the money in my hand, and you know, get him clothes and things, just so he knows what I'm doing and what's going on. But you know, they don't understand right now. I still got the youngins. You know, they still 8 and under, from 8 to like Lily on 9.5, 10 months now. So It's kind of hard, but I usually go to spots to where I know I can be a little free. But I'm gonna have to sign some autographs. That's my job. And if I didn't, nobody loved me. That means I'm not making no money.
Right.
No.
That's right.
Exactly. So it works out for the best. I just deal with it. I know what I signed up for. You know.
Let me ask you real quick or just on a personal tip, like for you, for Bizzy Bone himself, like what is it that makes you happy? Is it money? Is it success? Is it kids? What is it that makes you happy at the end of the day? You can say that on the air if you want to say that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I couldn't put nothing on happiness. I guess my happiness would be when I'm, finally gone. Because I don't consider myself to be really happy no matter how much money I receive, no matter where I'm at, and
you think the next lifetime will be your real true happiness?
Yeah, hopefully we won't have to go through this again. Hopefully
you think
I
just
can
like me, man. I mean,
I could just sing in God's choir.
That's what I say all the time. And my next, I don't fear death at all because that's just the beginning of my new life, man. I'll be out and be out of here. Like, all right, peace to everybody. I'm gonna float with Easy somewhere as an angel and just be floating, be out. Bizzy Bone in the house, 9 o'clock bomb.
Yeah.
Let's not scare everybody on the radio here. Name of the album is called Heaven's Movie. And I'm jumping into which one? Waiting for Warfare?
Wait, my little brother, little Capo Confucius, man.
He's on there?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's get into it. 92.3, 9 o'clock bomb. Yeah. Warfare, 92.3 The Beat. That's the name of that right there from the album Heaven's Movie, out in storage right now. My man Bizzy Bone in the house.
Yeah.
It's always fun. It's always fun interviewing you, Biz. I gotta admit, man. I like you because you always just speak your mind, man. That's cool. A lot of artists they don't feel, or they always feel that they have to put up the front on the radio. Or they just can't be truthful, or you know what I mean? Hey, this is where I am. This is my story, and that's what I like about you, man. You always just come and it's my story. This is what I'm doing.
For real.
That's how you got to do it, man.
Oh yeah.
What's next for Bizzy Bone though? What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to shoot a movie. We're solidifying the deal on a new movie out in New York. And, about to gear up for the tour. Hopefully it'll be jumping off next year. And just keep on taking it from there. Got my record company, my little brother, Mr. Majesty, Q Loco, Black Hole of Wild. I just got a bevy of artists on there that been waiting, been hungry, gonna stay hungry. And we're gonna keep trying to put out good music and bring something to the game that hasn't been here since the initiation of it, which is fairness. Let's try to break out some fairness. If it's not 50-50, it could be 40-60.
We can work it out though. Let me ask you this last question, because a lot of people, man, have asked me this question 1.5 million times. What is Bizzy Bone's nationality? Because people say he's part Mexican. Some people they say he's white. Some people they say he's black and white. What is?
I'm all that. I'm Futasia, man.
Is that what it is? Okay.
No. I'm my mother. She's actually Italian, and my father's black.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my.
I can't believe you said it on my show.
Oh,
hey, y'all came out on my show, man.
You should have been asked me, man.
I gotta spread them out. But the album is out in stores. Heaven's Movie is the name of it. Bizzy Bone presents Heaven's Movie. Get out there and go pick it up. It's a very good album to buy right there. And thank you very much once again for coming through on the show, man. Some shout outs or anything you gotta give real quick?
Man, I just want to thank you for having me. My only shout outs to you, Julio. You know what I'm saying?
Good looking out, man.
Thanks for having me, man. To tell LA I love y'all. I'm here. I'm gonna be at Motown Live. I look forward on entertaining y'all real soon. And everybody have a blessed day and keep your hand in your pocket.
That's right.
Go with the flow.